Victor Timely is a paradox, and Sylvie is definitely gonna regret letting him go. Let's get into it. Loki is really revving up, and if I've said it once, I've said it a million times. Well, I guess this is technically once. Anyways, always give a series a couple seasons. The first season is always slow. They're trying to introduce us to the characters. And this can really feel like it really drags on. But Loki really hits the ground running in season 2. Loki and Mobius are having an amazing back and forth every episode.
You know, sometimes I forget that you're one. You are one of them.
Obi is awesome.
And we're all gonna die!
And the plot thickens with that guy, so don't click out. And whatever you think of Jonathan Majors, he is very good at acting.
Power!
And I, for one, am really excited to see where the rest of this season goes. Okay, let's get into the episode. Episode 3 starts in 1868 Chicago, where Renslayer is meeting Miss Minutes to sneak a TVA handbook to a young He Who Remains, aka Victor Timely.
This package, that window.
Back at the TVA, Obi is losing his mind trying to stop the meltdown.
We're all gonna die still!
So Loki and Mobius follow the hit that they got on Renslayer's TemPad to 1868, but they realize that that person also went to 1893, the Chicago World Fair, where we find out that Mobius likes Cracker Jacks.
The Cracker Jack concession stand is a high traffic area. It was necessary and logical to go there. So the fact that it's tasty is just a bonus.
After exploring, they end up at Victor Timely's presentation of his new world-changing invention.
Welcome to the future!
The prototype temporal loom. And after this presentation, we find out that Victor is not only a brilliant inventor, he's also a bit of a con man. Things get a little heated whenever Renslayer and Miss Minutes try to recruit Victor before the TVA can. But in the middle of all this, he's already running from another guy that he ripped off. So everyone is chasing him until Sylvie shows up. Sylvie wants to kill him because she thinks this might stop the TVA from ever existing, and that would mean her life would go back to what it was before the TVA intervened.
The TVA needs him. The lives they protect.
Renslayer and Miss Minutes cause a distraction and they all get away after Sylvie tries to blow everything up. They might have caught up, but I guess Loki's just too cool for a tandem bicycle.
Absolutely not.
Victor, Renslayer, and Miss Minutes all end up on a boat to his lab in Wisconsin.
Lower taxes.
On the boat, we find out that Victor having the TVA handbook has caused him to idolize OB.
I like to think of it as a correspondence between myself and the visionary author, Ouroboros.
If you didn't see, I made a short about OB unknowingly starting a cult. You should check that out. But before they get to Wisconsin, Miss Minutes convinces Victor that Renslayer is not to be trusted. And they leave her in the middle of Lake Michigan. So the now duo shows up at his lab where he holds up his most prized invention.
Culmination of my life's work.
It looks kind of like the same power source from Ant-Man Quantumania. But anyways, Miss Minutes starts to act strange.
I was worried that you wouldn't come with me. That you liked Ravona better than me.
Kind of like a jealous ex-girlfriend. Not that I have any of those, please don't call me.
Your girl.
He manages to get her back into the TemPad, but that's just when Renslayer catches up and grabs a prototype time stick. But before she can take him, Loki, Mobius, and then eventually Sylvie all show up.
Move any closer, and he's done.
Renslayer isn't budging, but even she isn't prepared for Sylvie's magic blast. Sylvie wants to kill Victor. Sylvie feels like she needs to kill Victor. But as he pleads for his life, she finds herself showing mercy, and she lets him go with Loki.
Don't make me regret this.
She shouldn't have, because this is all part of He Who Remains' plan. He's setting the events in motion that will eventually lead to him. So everyone is just playing the part that he already knows that they will play because he's already lived through this and he's just setting it up for another cycle. So when Loki and Mobius think that they're getting a win, nope. they're really not. It's all just part of the grand plan. Sylvie does stay with Renslayer, but again, instead of killing her, she kicks her through a portal to the end of time. And Renslayer falls into He Who Remains castle, but after he's already dead. She brings out Miss Minutes, and just like a crazy ex-girlfriend, the clock knows some secrets.
Well, it was foolish of him to make an enemy out of someone who knows all his secrets.
Hey everyone, I'm stuck in this box until we get to 10,000 subscribers. Please help me get out of the box. Please. Please.